Do you have a Sig P365 you really wish you had a red dot on it? Hey everybody, this is Jason from the Rogue Banshee, and thank you for joining Team Banshee today as we talk about the Dawn 365 from my friends over at Lone Wolf. Now the Dawn 365 is a P365 slide that's cut for a red dot. Now on the slide I have a Crimson Trace Rad Micro Pro, which fits perfectly on the 365. Now beyond the Dawn 365 slide, I have the Dawn 365 barrel that's in flat dark earth, and man, does this thing look really good with it. Now, this barrel's not Cerakoted, it is actually PVD. And that PVD gives it a really great life. Now I have over 500 rounds in this barrel, and it's just starting to show a little bit of wear. I've never got that out of Cerakote. Cerakote's a great product, but it does wear a lot faster than PVD. Now beyond the optics cut, we also have these lightning ports, and also we get some really nice cocking serrations on the front and the rear. Now, these cocking serrations are a little bit wider than the standard P365. And there's even more cocking serrations on the front. That way we really get a good grip, because this pistol is really small, and if you have an overhand grip, having more places for that pinky to grab onto that slide, even better. Now if we look at the front of the slide here, Lone Wolf was a little more aggressive with cutting back on the corners here. That way this holsters a lot easier than the standard P365. And I also did a little bit of a cut here, so that way we have a little more styling. Now I transferred all my parts from my original 365 slide over to the Lone Wolf, and I had no problems doing that. As a matter of fact, I have a video on how to disassemble and reassemble a Sig P365 slide. Now I love how they cut the slide down and gave it some more angles, really got some great styling going on here. But as great as this slide is, I did have a few problems. First of all, getting the plate off of the rear of the slide. That rear plate was really tight, and I had to use a punch to get it off. Now that might not seem like a problem initially, but what happens if you're not going to put the red dot on immediately? Well, the only place to punch that slide out is right here through the extractor pin. But we've already built the slide and the extractor's in. And if we look at the plate, there's not a hole for the extractor. So if you're going to put a red dot on later, you're going to have to take a punch and punch that extractor pin farther into the slide to pop off this cover. Now, that's not too bad of a thing, but what you're going to need to do is take that punch and then tap that extractor pin back into the slide a little bit. It would be nice if this was just a hair smaller, so that way we didn't have to do that. Now the slide barrel has a really nice lockup, but that's where I ran into my second problem. When I went to the range, I had some problems cycling the slide. It was almost like it was just a hair too tight. Now I don't have a problem with tight fitting slides and barrels. I actually prefer them. But if you're looking for a drop-in solution, this might not be the solution for you, because it took me about a magazine and a half before this slide just started to cycle normally. So just be prepared that you're going to have to work with the slide just a little bit. Don't expect this thing to go right on and go right out and use this as your carry gun, because you should be making sure that your carry gun works perfectly. But as I said, after I got through the first magazine and a half, this thing worked no problem. I brought it home, cleaned it up, re-oiled it, and retested, zero problems. So just be prepared for that. So if you're looking to spice up your Sig P365 or looking to put a red dot on it, definitely check out the Lone Wolf Dawn 365. If you're watching on YouTube, click that video right there. That video is about how to disassemble the Sig P365 slide. For everybody else, there's a link down below. Thanks for watching. Hope you're staying safe out there. Look forward to seeing you again soon.